Radical Dude here, and today we're going to translate algebraic expressions. What we're going to do is we're going to go from English and we're going to translate it into the universal language, mathematics. That is the language that everyone should be able to know. It's the one that we can all communicate with, especially when we're applying it. So 5 more than a number. Well, here's what you do. We don't know what the number is, so according to the Arabs, we can let any letter represent that number. X is the most popular one, but we can use anything else. So if you want, let's use the letter N for number. But you can use any letter except for the letter O, because that will get you confused with 0. That's the number of times my ex-wife ever told me she loved me. Now, 5 more than a number. Here we go. So what we do is we're going to do this. You can do it 2 ways. More than means you have more. So let's just say I gave it a number. Let's just say I put 100 in here. What's 5 more than 100? Well, you say that's 100 plus 5, right? It's 105. So all we do is substitute where you put the 100, put the n. So it's n plus 5. That's it. That's all 5 more than a number is n plus 5. And because more than and addition is commutative, you could also write 5 plus n is also fine too. You can do both of them. That's it. You can't combine these because they're unlike terms. You can combine these because they're numbers. Okay? I think someone's going to be coming in here and interrupting. But let's continue. Here's a mind blower for you, right here. Watch this. You want me to blow your mind? Just by putting one word changes the whole thing. You see where this 5 more than? I'm going to put the word is. Now we have 5 is more than a number. Changes the whole thing. 5 is more than a number looks like this. That means 5, whatever your number is, 5 is more than that. So it can't be 100, that's for sure. It has to be less than 5. How, isn't that amazing? That little word is changed the whole problem. See? Words can have some power. Let's look at this next one. 5 less than a number. 5 less than a number. Well, what can we do? You can always, if you get confused, because some people go, is it 5 minus n or n minus 5? Well, all you have to do is put in a number for here to help you think about it. 5 less than 100. If I have $5 less than $100, then I have 95. You do 100 minus 5. 100 minus 5. And since the 100 is n, it's this one, right there. Okay? So this one is wrong. And a lot of people make that mistake. Now let's use that little word again. Is. If I put an is in there, 5 is less than 100, or 5 is less than a number, it changes the whole thing. It looks like that. I can't believe it. Just that little word. Alright? Are you hanging with me? Now, it says subtract 5 from a number is going to be almost the same way. Some people put 5 minus n, some people put n minus 5. Since subtraction is not commutative, can't switch it, one of these is right and one of them is wrong. So again, just put in a number for the number 100. If I say you have 5, subtract 5 from 100, that's 100 minus 5. So which one are you going to use? This one. So that is that. See how it works? So far, so good. What else do I have here for you? The difference of 5 and a number. Now this one's a little bit unique because you're going to have the difference of 5 and a number. So you can either have, if the number was 100, and you wanted the difference between them is always going to be positive. So if you wanted a number of 100, you would have 100 minus 5. But if I made the number like 2, then you would have 5 minus 2. Because the difference between 5 and 2 is 3. And the difference between 5 and 100 is 95. But they're both positive. So I'm kind of confused now. Because if I put here n minus 5, and I put here 5 minus n, and I want to make these two the same. Well, how can I make these two the same? Because they're not. The only way you can make them the same is by putting absolute values. That's it. So what you're going to do is whenever they say the difference between, just use absolute values and then put your minus sign, and then you can do it in either order. You can put the n first and then the 5, or the 5 first and then the n. It doesn't matter. Let's see what else we have. The product. The product of 5 and a number. Product means times. So we can write it two ways, and we'll use n again. So you can either write 5 times n, or 5n. You have those choices. But do not use this. Once you get to algebra, you cannot use the x anymore. Do not use the x. Okay? This times symbol, because it looks like an x. It's very confusing. If you had 5 times x, you would do it like that. That looks confusing. That looks like 5x squared. I don't even know what it is. This, by the way, the x symbol was invented by my good friend. There he is, William Algebraic, a very genius man. And as you can see by his hat, he was also gangster. He invented the multiplication symbol. Do not use it for algebra, please. Let's get back to this. All right, so that's how you do that. These are the rules. These you don't use. And the last one is the quotient of 5 and a number. Quotient means to divide. So you can either write it this way, or you can write it that way. Those are the only two ways you can do this. Okay? Well, this has been Radical Dude, and I hope I was able to teach you something. Thank you.